Hey, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's 2022 and I thought, well, it's the beginning of it. And I thought maybe I would explain the channel a little bit and why I do the videos the way I do and what my history is. So stick around. Yeah, I'm a coffee guy. I don't really drink anymore. It's a rare occasion. But I wanted to explain my videos on this channel and why I do what I do. I have an odd history. Half of my family was cops and the other half were not. I had a cousin who was the president of I won't say the name, probably the most famous one percenter MC in the world. And he was kind of a big influence, but more on my brother than me. Although I had a couple of times where he intervened and kind of saved me. Then I had my uncle who died in the line of duty. Actually, because he died in the line of duty, I think that's the only reason that I didn't become a cop. I was really young. I think he died when I was 11, 12, something like that. And then I spent 40 years in the music business, so that tends to lend into my videos as well. So when I say that the early influences are one percenters and cops, and the music business, well, it's true. It's also true that my brother, because he was more aligned with the other side of my family, he was a great bike builder. He started in the late 60s. Actually, his first bike was a Triumph. It was beautiful. Then he got into Harleys. He made a magazine, and I want to say early 90s maybe. And maybe before that, but he had some of the most beautiful bikes, and back then it wasn't as popular to be a bike builder, but he was a huge influence on me. In fact, I started riding motorcycles because of him and the guys I hung around with. I think I was 14 when I got on my first bike. That was 50 some years ago. But yeah, he was a huge influence. I wish he would continue and go back to building bikes. I think that was the happiest time that I can remember for him. You know, it's weird what makes up our lives. And especially when I'm trying to do these videos, I'm trying to mix, you know, a good blend of music and outlaws and cops. Of course, I landed on the law enforcement side, even though I spent decades in the music business. I was a Colorado Ranger, which most people don't know what they are. They started around the same time as the Texas Rangers, back around 1859. In fact, this is part of my uniform. When you're out west, the sheriff's departments are few and far between, and sometimes they need help from rangers. They'll have an event going on, and they'll have to get 20 or 30 rangers to become that department and help them out. Because there's just thousands of square miles where there isn't anyone, and they can't possibly cover it. So I did that for quite a while. I did it while I was traveling the world in the music business, 60 countries, 50 states. I was also able to ride in New Zealand. I had a client there who was a big Triumph guy. I finished my project there, and he said, let's go ride. We went to the Harley dealership, and he took me all over the North Island of New Zealand. It was one of the great experiences of my life. I'd like to go back, but the world is insane. So if it stops being insane, I think I'll get on a plane, bring Mrs. Geezer, and see Robert, because he's just a great guy. We still stay in touch. He's also a sailor. He came here to Tampa last year. I missed him. I don't really remember what we were doing, but he sailed all the way from New Zealand to Tampa Bay. He might do the same this year, and I'll try to see him if I can. But my videos are going to reflect that. I do have a lot of music tracks, just because sometimes the riding videos can be a little boring without it. But when I'm doing rallies, there's so much music going on, and as a YouTuber, you can't have that music bleeding through, because your video will get taken down and you get copyright strikes, which is kind of a pain, but so I have to cover it up. And I've had a few complaints about get rid of the music. Well, sometimes I can't. It's just the YouTube rules. And this year, we're going to be doing some more rallies. Same ones too, back to Sturgis, got Daytona coming up. I've got Gibtown, which is a tiny rally, coming up. I think that's next week. And I think we're going to do some other traveling. I'd like to go back to St. Augustine and Savannah. Mrs. Geezer was the first woman in the Savannah Police Department back in the early 80s. I wanted to go back there and just show you Savannah. It's a very interesting place. I love the cemetery there. It's just very cool. And then the rest of the year, we'll probably, if we can travel into other states without having a lot of problem, we will. We'll probably go back to Key West. There's some things in Key West that we didn't see, we'd like to see. And we'll probably spend even more time at Sturgis. I've got a 360 camera now, and I want to get the riding videos in more of the back roads of the Black Hills, and show you what's happening in there at 360 degrees. So I appreciate everyone sticking around on the channel. We're doing really well this year, and I really appreciate everyone clicking on my videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like. So thanks again, and see you in the next video.